All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezer Show. As you can tell, we're freezing our patooties off here, up here in Middle Earth. It might as well be. This is horrifying, man. This weather, this coldness. As I get older, it just sucks more and more and more. It just sucks the life right out of you. So there they are, the Penguins. They're feeling pretty good. We're feeling pretty cold, but nonetheless, we still got a good show for you here at your weekly rock news outlet. Got to talk about Arnel. You know who Arnel is. We're going to discuss him a little bit. Oz, a quick point on Oz. Uh, uh, well, Poison, the band. We're going to discuss a little ditty about them. Der Stingel's in the news. Discuss him. We got Freddie's daughter. We got Brian May. We got Judas Priest. We got Johnny Lydon and all this good stuff here. So we got a doozy here today, but let's bring in Doc Vox over there. Doc, how you doing? You're freezing. You're colder out there in Aurora Land
Yeah, it
than
seems
the
to be a
rest of
few
the
degrees
surrounding
colder
area.
than yeah, I know what it's got to do with the barometric pressure throughout how that shit works. But
True. Yes.
yes, wherever you see, just be with the CDs behind me. Yes, it is inclement weather rather than the posters. It's
Oh
too
yeah.
cold to be out in the garage. So yeah, man, we had stories just coming in all week long, man. We got some really good stories this
Yeah.
week. So yeah,
Yeah, we
can't
do.
wait to get into them. Good
Uh,
thing too, man. I don't want to get into the regular news. I want to try to avoid the regular. More, I can focus on the rock news instead of the world
I
news and
can't.
the
I can't
nation
watch.
national
I
news.
can't watch world news
It's
anymore.
it's
You know.
just
I get up in the morning and I turn on the news to see who's died, basically. Because if somebody important has died, it's going to be all over the news. As soon as I see nobody's died, over to CSI Miami or CSI New
yeah,
York or
right. Other
something.
than that, it's gonna be
And
something
now,
else,
actually,
some horrible.
I got the Swerve channel too, which shows fighting all the time. So, that's better than the news. At least
By
it's worth it.
far.
But yeah. So,
But not the rock and roll news. Yeah, starting
oh,
off,
oh,
Journey, more Journey
Journey, boy, oh
drama.
boy, you just can't get
Can't
enough of
stay out
these
for too
guys.
long.
And there he is. There's Arnell right there with the goofy tats. He got tats all over his arms. And he's also got probably, it sounds like he's got an issue with Journey's 2026 tour as he posted a cryptic. Can I say cryptic? Yes, I can. A
That was the word I was going
cryptic.
to use. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And the headline from the good people at Rock Celebrities says Arnel Pineda, I imagine that's how you pronounce it, Pineda, hints at singer change in Journey with recent comment about commenting on the 2026 tour. So holy smokums now Dean Castronova, he said they played at the Levi Stadium, and he said he posted good time at Levi Stadium last night with my brothers from Journey at the San Francisco 49ers game. They played at the 49ers game, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Pineda responds to the drummer's post, and he says, "Congratulations and have fun on your 2026 farewell tour." Hi-yo. Now, was that just he got bad English and he doesn't understand, or
No, absolutely not.
no?
I'm wondering why he wasn't there at the Niners game. They had Dean Castronova's the drummer, who's a very good vocalist in his own right. He's filled in before, and
Uh,
he's back there doing "Don't Stop Believing."
Dean
And
Castro. Wait a while.
Arnell's no,
Didn't we see him? Sing, who sang with
no, that was a different guy.
a
What was
different
that
Journey
guy's name?
guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve Algeri. Yeah, the
All
guy
right.
we
All right.
saw.
Go,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Continuing.
so yeah, he's doing the vocals on that, and Arnell's nowhere to be found at the 49ers game. So you'd assume it was Arnell had an excused himself from the gig for some reason or whatever, but apparently not. Apparently
The whole
he's got
tour.
sour grapes
Boom.
about it. So yeah,
Yeah. The singer's use of the term "your" rather than "our" in reference to the upcoming tour has prompted reaction from Journey fans. Some have expressed concern, and somebody quite honestly don't give a darn. No, I just added that last part actually. So they're all bummed out. So we'll see. Yeah, get her done. Just do the tour and just get done. Gosh almighty. So much they've given us so much material through the years with all their soap opera crap.
yeah.
It's like, just uh, end it now before somebody ends up dying, and then it's like, oh, we should have done that, Just get it done and go home. I don't go. I don't get it.
We've talked about it before, and we really seem to get the impression that Arnel's really had enough. And he said before, made statements like, "Go ahead and fire me,"
Oh,
whatever.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he just seems like he's had enough. And
Well, I'm willing to
by the
bet he's.
sounds of it, him not being at the Diners game, there's
Yeah. Good.
something
Good.
smells
Well,
fishy in Denmark there, as they say.
there's a good possibility he saved up his nickels and dimes and is heading back to the Philippines and
Oh,
gonna
he'll
live
live like
like
a
a king.
king. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
I've got a friend I worked with at Nestle who lives in the Philippines. He posts pictures of just beautiful beaches and weather. It's like, wow, Bill, you. But yeah, so I wouldn't doubt if he's doing that. He had enough of the BS. Go retire or something, or
So yeah, nothing official's been confirmed or said. It's just that statement, which you said very, very cryptic, and
cryptic
grab
indeed.
grabbed lots of attention. So, but now that was like you said, that was a reply to Dean's comment, but Dean has since deleted that comment, so that's not even on social media anymore.
We'll see.
But
Good. I thought, geez, just go do it, finish it, and it probably is extended into
I wonder. I wonder if
2027.
Arnell's just not had enough, but he sticks around because he kind of, kind of a debt of gratitude, I guess. Just kind of, he was
Maybe.
nothing, and now he's somebody, and it's all because of
Yeah.
Neil Schon. And
I mean, he
does
just
he
hung
stick
out as long
around
as he could,
out
and
of
now he's
gratitude for
done.
that, or I don't
But
know.
it's cool being a rock star. You don't even have to carry your own equipment anymore. Like we're gonna have to do Saturday night in like 0 degree
And below,
weather.
yes, I know it's
Oh
going to
my
be
gosh, that figures. That
colder
really.
than a well digger's ass.
Oh, we're gonna rock, though, brother. We're gonna rock. We're gonna heat the place up. People going, ooh. Yeah, it'll be great. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Journey. I really don't care one way or another. Great songs, heard them a billion times, and
I don't know. Having a drummer vocalist, it's kind of a nice novelty. But I like seeing a front man. I like seeing a
oh
guy
yeah,
out there. So
yeah, you want to
you
see
know,
somebody strutting their stuff for sure. But
yeah.
oh well, man. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Ozzy's apparently this really blows. Uh, uh, just because Ozzy wanted to see this before he died. This is from Blabbermouth. A phenomenal actor has been picked to play Ozzy Osbourne in the upcoming biopic. Apparently, this has been in the works since like 2020 for
Right.
5 years now, and Ozzy was dying. He wanted to see the finished product, and they ain't even started it yet. Holy smokums! So, but they found the actor, but they won't
I'm
even.
finding that out more and more. Just how really long it takes to get a movie going, man.
I
It's like,
guess.
dude, it's like a decade, man, or better.
Oh boy, and boy, Ozzy would have gotten. They say he would have gotten a kick out of having a movie about his life. And Jack concurred. He says, and all he kept saying is, "I give him updates. Oh, we met with this guy, and this is happening." And then he would go, "I don't give a shite. Just tell me when it's out so I can go see it." So he really wanted to see, But there we go. And then he says, by the time they finish this film, complaining about how long it takes, I'll be dead. I want to be alive to effing see it, Ozzy says. Movies take forever to make. Forever,
Yes, they
Sharon
do.
added.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he ain't even going to be able to see it, which really blows. But, you know, should be an interesting movie, man. What a life. Growing up in Birmingham. Birmingham, the blue collar, hardcore, town, just, yeah,
Yeah.
guts and
Yeah,
shit.
you kind of wonder because not anymore. It used to be a biopic on somebody span their whole life, and now it's they usually just focus on some key years, which I
Uh-huh.
kind of like more. Actually, you get more in depth, you get more, I guess what was going on. But yeah, this yeah, Jack says they have a They've decided on a
Yeah.
phenomenal actor, so he
Uh-huh.
doesn't give a name. And in fact, he says decided. They may not even talk to this guy. They may not even have anything lined up. But it just says
Oh,
they've
man.
decided on a phenomenal actor. And of course, currently it's untitled. There's no title for it, and it's just a development with Sony. They do have a director attached, and they're in rewrite now. So kind of getting
Yeah.
some traction a little bit. But of course, everybody's going bonkers. Who could it be? Who could be
Yeah.
playing Ozzy? And
Well, Sharon pulled that crap on us at the concert when, there's one band I was gonna have, they turned them down or whatever that
oh
with that
yeah,
band she
just
turned
likes to get the
away. Yeah.
controversy going, and
But
there's really nothing to even talk about. But sometimes,
in 2020, Ozzy stated about the biopic. From what I understand, it's about Sharon and I and our relationship. It's how we met, fell in
okay,
love, and how we married. She's my other half. She grew up a lot with me, and I grew up a lot with her. And then Sharon says, I hope it will be a story that everyone can relate to. You don't have to be a fan of the music because it's a story about a survivor. No matter what life throws at you, you pick yourself up and you start again. It's just an amazing story of overcoming everything that's thrown at you in your life. Ah, cool. She added the film will be a lot more real than Queen, the biopic of Bohemian Rhapsody about Queen.
yeah,
We don't want it to be squeaky, shiny, clean, and all that. We're not making it for kids. It's an adult movie for adults.
Well, I
That's
don't know.
right.
They're showing them going into the men's room with random truck drivers for a blowjob. I don't think that's too squeaky clean.
Wait a
That's
while. Wait. Oh, oh man. But apparently, yeah, yeah. So they're gonna be, you know, yeah, they're gonna be doing their thing there. So eventually, yeah, if it ever comes out, geez,
if they do the love story thing, which it sounds like they're going to do, which is fine. I mean, that's obviously one of the greatest love stories ever is Ozzy and Sharon, and I'm
well,
sure that'd make a great movie. But I hope they give it enough context of where he was at and how much he had fallen, and how she picked him up, and that kind of thing. So,
yeah,
which I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll do it right. But
well, yeah, we'll see.
yeah, people are talking. Youngblood is going to play him. I'm like, no way, no way. Dude's not an actor. He's saying a phenomenal actor. You know.
Phenomenal. We'll see, man. Either way, it is what it is. Freaking people and their money. Okay, moving on though. Hey, what we got here? Oh, oh. These guys. These guys. Where are they? Do I have the Ricky Rock? There it is. Poison. Poison was going to be going out on tour. Oh, I didn't even put up their
They
picture. I was
never
so disgusted.
officially announced. They kind
Well,
of
they were
unofficially
real close to
announced
their
them. Yeah,
40th anniversary. It
40th
was big.
anniversary. We talked about it in the show. Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently, let me get back here. The headline from the good people of Blabbermouth: Ricky Rocket says Poison's 2026 tour was nixed after Bret Michaels, quote, wanted the lion's share of the money, $6 to every one of our dollars. Wow, that is so
That's
insulting.
stunning. That is
I see it on a bunch of different sites, so that's probably true. And that is what an what an insult.
six to
Wow.
one. I mean, obviously, yeah, okay, he's the draw, but not 6 to 1, man. Come
My
on.
gosh. According to page 6, Poison had scrapped previous proposed 2026 tour plans. I mean, they were talking real seriously. They were like
It was their 40th
there.
anniversary.
They
They were
can
going to
remember
do
at the
40
40th of the
cities. It was,
debut
yeah.
album, Look What the Cat Dragged In, after frontman Bret Michaels allegedly demanded to earn $6 for every dollar each of his bandmates stood to make from the show. My gosh.
So
That,
twice as much as them put together. It's,
yeah,
I bet like McCartney and Springsteen and people like that don't even make 6 to 1 to their band.
yeah,
You
and then
know,
Ricky Rocket says we had a great offer for a tour this year. I thought, but we left the table. Really, what it came to was guitarist Cece, bassist Bobby, and I were all in, and I thought Brett was, but he wanted the lion's share of the money to the point where it makes it not possible to even do it. He explained.
right?
It's like $6 to every one of our dollars. You just can't work that way. I just don't do it for the money, he continues. I do have a love for this, absolutely. But at the same time, you don't want to go out and work really hard just to make somebody else a bunch of money. Boy, he's absolutely 1000% correct there, man. My gosh.
I wonder with his solo band. I wonder what those guys are making. I'd be surprised if that's even 6 to 1.
Because he ain't making the money that Poison would be either. I mean, so they'd be even making less. They'd be making even less.
Well,
This is
boy, I don't
insane.
know.
Although he admitted he was disappointed that Poison wouldn't tour again this year, Rocket said he didn't harbor any resentment towards his bandmates. Well, no, I would against
Bullshit.
one. Every member of this band has given me so much privilege in life. It's like hating your parents. But and then as for the possibility of Rocket, DeVille, and Dahl touring with a different singer, Ricky says it's not out of the question. But doing that's like surgery.
Sebastian Bach.
It's a
Sebastian Bach.
woohoo! It's the last resort. I don't want to do that. I'm not quarreling with Bret. We just didn't come to agreement. I'd be quarreling with him. I don't like it, and I'll say that. But it's not like let's put up our dukes. I don't think there's a better frontman for Poison. But sorry, how dare boy? So what's he gonna do? So what? Okay, Bret. Now you lost all this money, this adoration. Could have hooked up on a big tour. Boy, what a dope! What a yeah, that. Geez, 6-1. Yeah. So he makes. Okay. For let's say he makes. What is that? He makes $600, and I make
You
10.
make 100.
No. Oh,
That's
6 to 1.
60 to
Okay,
1.
100. Yeah, 6 to 100, and he makes 600. Yeah, that'll work real good. Yeah, that won't bring up any animosity on the road.
This just came out. This was the last story that we had for the week. This just came out, Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Late Sunday, I think.
came out.
So I would expect he's gonna rebut this. He's gonna have something to say about this. So we'll
I'm
see.
surprised he hasn't said anything yet.
I know.
I keep scanning the airwaves to see what he's going to say.
Apparently, those bandanas are getting expensive, man.
Cover up that bald spot. Oh gosh, I got nice. I look like a monk if I don't shave my sides.
At an alarming rate. It's
I look like a
scary.
monk if I let my sides go out, and I just don't want to look like a monk, brother. Just it's not a cool. That's why I cut my hair down because and the monk look is not for me. That's okay though. But hey, now I find this interesting, Doc. This is about Der Stingle. Where are the boys? Where are the
We
lovely
talked
lads?
about this.
Well, there's Der Stingle right there. And interesting little story here. Good people, enemy. Sting pays former police bandmates over $800,000 in royalties amid a lawsuit. And what? Well, it stems from Andy Summers and Stuart Copeland. It says here they've been historically underpaid for their contributions to the band's back catalog. At the same time, who wrote all the songs?
He did it
There's
all, man. It
Stingle.
was all Sting.
He wrote
man.
all the songs.
Yep.
So they got, he gets publishing rights. The writer of the songs, he gets those rights. I don't know if they got their publishing rights. I imagine they do. Oh wait, didn't they sell their catalog or?
Oh boy, I don't remember them
did we
doing that.
Okay, maybe
Well,
not
we
yet.
talked
Okay.
about it because it was this case.
Yeah.
But they had made an oral agreement back in '77 when they started that even the stuff that Sting wrote,
Right.
that they would get 15% for their contributions to it. So
Okay.
it was an oral agreement that was later they had it formalized in '97, and then I don't know the ins and outs of this, but then again in 2016. So this lawsuit came up. The core issue was over streaming, over revenue
okay.
from streaming, and they took it to court, and Sting is getting
According to the
pay those guys $800,000 apiece. Yeah,
The BBC have reported that since the legal proceedings launched, the two musicians have received a payment of over $800,000. And I'm thinking, Sting denies that they are entitled to a portion of his income from streaming or download sales, arguing those formats should be categorized as, quote, public performance, unquote, rather than sales.
How is that a public? Geez.
I don't know. Copeland and Summers did not receive writing credits on the police hits, Every Breath You Take, blah, blah. A song that reportedly earns Sting £550,000 in royalties per year alone.
From P. Diddy. I wonder if he's still getting that P. Diddy money.
I wonder if that's P. Diddy money.
He's still getting that P. Diddy money or what?
Woohoo! P. Diddy did. Diddy didn't, did he? He did, yeah. Attaboy Diddy.
I bet he still gets it.
But even though they are not credited, they claim that they are owed arrangers' fees from the, quote, digital exploitation of the band's back catalog. And the thing is,
well, if you do it for one format, why wouldn't you be owed for the other format?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems
they sold
stupid.
75 million records worldwide, and they get an $800,000, $400,000
Right.
each. After lawyers, probably two
Well, I
hundred
was under the
grand.
impression it was 800 grand each. Maybe not.
Well, even still, that after
Yeah.
lawyers and taxes and shit, they ain't getting a squat. And coming from Sting, who's worth between 400 and 500 million dollars, so
Right.
that doesn't hurt. That's like chump change for him. Yeah, okay, give him 800 grand, just get him off my back.
And
He's
it's like 2 grand a day or something, right? From P Diddy. It's something outrageous, man.
He did it, didn't he? He did, yeah, it did. Freaking A. So there you go. Yeah, they split up in '84. But they reunited here and there. Their most recent show in 2008. So it's like, nah, they're not in a real big hurry to get back together. So especially after this now.
No, they did that, and I for one, I mean, you always say, "Oh, they'll never get back together," but the Police was one I really, really thought would never get back together,
Yeah.
and they did it, so they're done with it. So
Oh boy, 800 grand. I thought it's like, holy cow, that ain't shit. My gosh, that's not a lot at all. So I guess it's good enough for them. Good enough for them. Yeah, yeah. So there you go, man. Moving on, moving on. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, now this is I could not find a picture, Doc, of BB Mercury. Freddie Mercury had a secret daughter. Yeah,
yeah, we talked about this.
this is the only. I put her name, and this is all I could get. That's the only female I get pictures of them with him and what's her who is
That's Mary Austin, right?
Mary Austin. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't find any pictures of BB, but he had a secret gal who died.
Well, she was secret. She was his secret daughter. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
there's
BB.
pictures all over the place. That's not much of a secret. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, I couldn't find. I put her in the search and I couldn't find one. Well, I was looking for one with him and her. But anyway, yeah, she was 48 years old. She passed away from cancer. Jeez,
Yeah.
does that blow? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was married, and uh, Daily Mail revealed the name of Mercury's daughter on Thursday, January 15th, while breaking the news of her death. BB's husband told the publication that she died peacefully after a long battle with chordoma, a rare spinal cancer. Jeez.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, it does. So, rest in peace. Doggone it. That blows, man. That blows, dude. And yeah, kept it secret. So, Freddie wasn't totally gay, He did the nasty with some gals. Yeah. What's that? Is that you? You hear that? That ringing?
Uh,
Oh, there we go. It could be this. They could be this, let me get rid of this thing here. Anyway, yeah. So, staying on the Queen thing, we got hang on here. Let's take a gander at that. All right. Speaking of Queen, yeah, we got a Brian May story. Brian May, where's his floating head? There it is. Brian May's floating head. They've been trying to get him to play Glastonbury forever and ever. Where's Glastonbury? There's a festival right there. That is humongous. Look at all the different stages up there, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. Back here, they got stages everywhere. It's just insane, humongous. Back to Brian May's floating head. There we go. But he says no. Queen, first off, this is the good people enemy again. Yeah, Brian May says Queen won't be playing Glastonbury because of, quote, politics. He says they like killing badgers. Ay, caramba. Subtitle, we've been trying to save these badgers for years, and they are still being killed. They've still being killed 4 years. So, yeah, apparently they do a badger culling, much like we do deer culling every year. The deer hunters are allowed to get a certain amount so they don't overpopulate, because then it becomes disease and whatnot. And yeah, and it's because of that the iconic rock band has never played the Pyramid stage, with May voicing his disagreement with festival founder Michael Evis's support of badger culling through the years. Wow. So yeah, back in 2019, May explained he will not play the band will never play the festival due to their clash in opinions, and he doubled down again on 2023 And now May has once again quashed hopes that Queen will play Glastonbury in 2027. In a new interview with the Daily Mail, the rock icon says, I won't do Glastonbury next year because of the politics of the people who run it. Unless that changes, I won't do it. They like killing badgers, and they think it's for sport, he claimed. And that's something I cannot support because we've been trying to save those badgers for years, and
Well, it doesn't sound like it's for sport,
they
right?
are and they are still being killed for years. So that's the reason we're missing out on this one. Like I say, it could be too many badgers. They probably not good for anything. Just like too many deer wouldn't be too good. Too many wolves. Too many. Give me something. Raccoons. Too many aardvarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many aardvarks. But and Evis, who's a farmer, the guy who runs Glastonbury, he's a farmer. He's a dairy farmer, and he called May. He previously called Brian May a quote danger to farming, and criticized the guitarist's opposition to the controversial Badger call, arguing that the process is a fight against the impact that bovine TB can cause when cattle become infected.
Right.
So what? The cattle get infected from the badgers? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I don't know how that works, but I mean,
May,
isn't that always how both sides work? The one side's all, oh, let's not kill them, and the other side's, well, if you don't kill them, they're going to die a much horrible death and take many more with them. So, what do you got to choose?
well,
Brian,
yeah, he's a co-founder of Save Me Animal Welfare Organization, which campaigns against fox hunting and badger culling. So he's right there, baby. But and then in 2023, May, he went after Evis. He says Michael Evis has frequently insulted me. Wait, and I don't particularly enjoy that. What bothers me, what bothers me more is that he's in favor of the badger cull, which I regard as a tragedy and an unnecessary crime against wildlife. Boy, hey, caramba.
I'm
So
just, I'm just waiting for him to say, badgers? We don't need no stinky
fucking
badgers.
Oh, but I swear, I bet you it's like the deer the deer hunt. Here, if they didn't hunt them, there'd be way too freaking many, and things would go down. The hurt. Basically, the hunters are the best. They really are the best conservationists out there. Just like a farmer's the best conservationist of the land. They know exactly what's going on. The hunters, if they overhunt, then they're screwed. They're screwing themselves, so they don't do that. But I don't know if it's a cull because of too many.
And they police each other on that shit too, man. From what I know, I'm not into that world too much, but
they get those big guns with the big ends in them. I can't remember what they're called. But go out
muskets
there.
or whatever?
No. They got a special name, the special name for it, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I can just see the English out there going after the Badgers with their big, that musk. Ah, gosh. But yeah. Bloody hell, get on the horses we go. Going to get the it's bad enough they're getting
like
the
a
foxes.
fox hunt or whatever.
But no, let's go after the Badgers too. I have to find out if that is a necessary equalization of the environment, or if they're just out there, let's blast every last one we say. Come on. Oh, a blunderbuss. That's the
yeah.
Let's get our blunderbusses and go go get some of them suckers. I need.
You ever come across a badger?
I don't think so. No.
I come across a badger in the wild once. I was in the Army, and we were out in the field doing,
Did a honey badger, that real mean son of a bitch?
No, not honey badger. Don't give a fuck. No, not honey.
You're
badger.
correct, sir.
No, I'm sitting up there. I'm up on a hill, right? I got my night vision goggles and stuff, and I hear some rumbling in a bush behind me and stuff. So I got to check it out, right?
Sure.
Going there, freaking badger, man. His freaking head's like this big, man. Just looking up at me, and I'm just like.
Okay.
As you were. Go right ahead.
Carry on.
Pardon me. Yeah, carry on.
Oh, they're so badass. Yeah. God almighty. Really, they'll stand up to lions and shit. They're so badass over there. They ain't got no problem going. Crazy son of a bitches. So apparently, yeah, we're not going to be seeing. I do
But
have to
Brian
find
May is
out.
quite fond of him,
I do have
so
to find out if that call is necessary for environmental purposes, because you got to keep a hold on your your numbers there. You know, we don't have enough wolves around here to take down the deer, so we'll let the hunters do it. So we'll see. Good old Brian. Still, good for him for speaking up. He's an astrophysicist, so I can't bitch too much about that. Oh, where are they? Where are the pretty boys? There's the pretty boys. Hey, Judas Priest. Judas Priest. Yeah, Rob's got hair. KK, he looks like an actor. I just can't remember which one, like Owen Wilson's or one of them. He looks funky as hell. But they got a documentary coming out, The Ballad of Judas Priest, and it's going to be premiered at the Berlin International Film Festival. How about that? You know, I don't know. It could be interesting. We'll see. But I sure do dig their early stuff. Their early stuff was metal up to like gosh, Stained Class. I sort of dug it. After that, they just went with the formulaic songs. Yeah, you can call them metal, but it's just a formulaic. It's a formula. You turn up the guitar, whoop-de-doo. Whereas like their first Sad Wings and Sin After Sin were insanely good songs. I mean, just unique as hell. So, if they deal with them early stuff, fine. But if they if they go,
yeah, you were into them much earlier. I came into them at British Steel was where I came into
yeah. And that was
Priest,
the
and then
formulaic songs.
yeah.
There were some good
Well,
ones
that's
in
kind of
there.
when that started. Yeah, that was the beginning
Yeah.
of that. Yeah,
Oh man, that early stuff.
that's a great
Gee,
album though.
oh yeah, Island of Domination from Sad Wings and stuff. Just killer songs. But yeah, they did some way. I think it's uh Hot Rockin'. I think Hot Rockin' is a song. They got a video on Hot Rockin', and they're basically living out the lyrics. And at one point, they're working out, and nobody knows how to use the equipment. And they're in there with their leather trying to work. KK's doing this. I can't remember what machine it was. Totally wrong. And there you go. There's
Oh,
your
I know I'm watching when
oblivious
we get done here.
British rockers. It's so funny. But you have
Yeah, there
to,
was a lot of that though back in
well,
the day.
it's a it's going to be about their epic journey from the to the top of rock and roll. So it's going to be premiere in February. So we'll see what's going on, but we'll see how it's done. See if it's
Yeah,
done well. Tom
this is
Morello's
coming.
involved in this
Yeah,
too.
Tom Morello's a co-director, and the other co-director, a guy named Sam Dunn. I don't know, folks may be familiar with him. He did a little mini series. I think it was on VH1 for our VH1 classic one about metal evolution, where
Uh,
he broke down different periods and different subgenres of metal, and
I'm
really good,
overdone.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
overdone.
no, no,
No, I'm kidding.
no. He's quite a journalist
Well,
in the metal
well,
world. He's very good, and
I hope it
a true
translates
fan, and
well.
yeah, so I'm
I hope
sure
it
he's
translates
do a good
well.
job.
Shit.
Yeah.
But like breaking the law, and you got another thing coming.
Yeah,
I don't.
Breaking the
That
Law is
just.
another funky video, man. Can't
Oh
watch
yeah.
that one, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, gosh. But they're just formulaic rock songs, with a little extra gain on the amplifiers. But it's all good and stuff. But you get back to those that Sad Wing and Sin After Sin. Their first album, I've got it, Rockarola, and it's just like it's
Yeah.
it is what it is, but it's not,
Yeah.
for I don't know what they did between Rockarola and the Sad Wings, but man, did they kick it into gear on Sad Wings, and then of course Sin After Sin. Oh gosh, wow. So good for them. It'll be interesting. I always I got snarky on them when I saw them at one of the Ozfests, and they're backing up they're backing up Black Sabbath, and they come out and do an encore. It's like, okay, that's cool. And next thing you know, they're people are a little rumbling. So here comes another encore. Okay, two encores, then you can leave again. And next thing you know, there's another fucking all right already.
Yeah.
Because we're not asking for that much. And then I remember at one point, KK's like on top of one of speaker cabinet, the side fills. You try, come on, we want to do another. Son of a bitch, you already did 3 or 4. Come on, we got to have one. That's when I realized, come on. That's too much.
Then just come on, do another one, KK. You want to do another?
Just
Who's
keep
stopping
going.
you?
Do every
Yeah.
song you know. At some
Right.
point, maybe you'll quit. But, okay, after one encore, I think that should be it for any group, Criminies, one encore, boom, and then go away. They kept coming back. It's like, all right. And somebody backstage must have been not ready and Sabbath or something. Ozzy must have been had trouble. Go back, do another encore. Come on, get them and go. But they were good, man. That I was front row for their I can't remember what tour now, about 1990. That just had All Guns Blazing, a real killer album. But
yeah, we saw him.
Oh yeah, no, this was like 1990 though.
No, that was a different one. Yeah, but you and I saw him. Yeah, different. We saw him on the 30th anniversary of British Steel.
Man, at their peak.
Album,
oh yeah. At their peak, boy, they were just so good. But good for them. They just,
it's called the Ballad of Judas Priest, which is, of course, a play on the Bob Dylan song, "The Ballad of Frankie Lee and Judas Priest."
Yeah, some more Birmingham boys too. Yeah, Birmingham, big music. A lot of important shit came out of Birmingham. I think Uriah Heep came out of Birmingham, if I'm not.
You are correct, sir.
My goodness Almighty! So more power to the boys. But here's a good one to finish up with. Johnny, where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, that's Johnny Lydon. Yeah. From the Sex Pistols.
AKA Johnny Rotten, yeah.
Johnny Rotten. He was Far Out Magazine here. Johnny Lydon reveals the Masked Singer fees. The money made from the Masked Singer is funding a new PIL album, Public Image Limited album. And there he is. Yeah. I haven't been watching these. Usually I record them. I record them and then I'll go back and fast forward right to the end just to see who the singer was, so I don't have to watch all the crap. I just go right to the end of the show and then they reveal and okay, that's who it is, and boom. But this must be recent because I didn't see this.
Oz UK.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, that's why then. Well, that's a good costume. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, he was he sang Olivia Newton-John's Physical.
Can you imagine?
No, sir.
I can't.
No, I can't. Let's get physical. And he performed Tom Jones's hit "Sex Bomb." All right. So yeah, there you go, man. Well, at least he's making use of the money.
I'm sure he's saying it, sincerely. Gave it, tried to do the song. So he wasn't doing it as Johnny Rotten. I'm sure,
Yeah.
Let's get physical. Yeah.
Well, and then he surprised all the bandmates. He explained that the money had come in handy. He says the money's gone now. And it's paid for us, Public Image Limited, to go and record in Portugal for a solid month and a little holiday afterwards. So, hey, if that's the case, good for him, man. He deserves shit like that. We all know what he's been through.
Well, he had done the Masked Singer here in the U.S. back in 21. And his sole reasoning for doing it was just to make his wife smile, just because she would get a kick out of it. Seeing him, because she had Alzheimer's and she was.
Oh, yeah, she was a mess at that point.
But she would get a kick watching it on TV, and hey, that's you. And as the sole reason for doing it. So
good for him. Yeah, there you go.
I got mixed feelings on it, though.
What?
Do it to fund the album? I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess.
Well, money-wise,
cool.
it's not a wise move because, nobody's making anything these days money-wise, so I don't know about that. But it's a bit, one gig, and he's able to do all that. More power to him.
Well, he must have enjoyed doing it the first time. And figures, well, hey, I got a pretty good check that time. Let's do it again.
I'll do it for the Limeys in London now. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I think he was on Judge Judy once too. You ever see that? Where he was on Judge Judy?
What? No way. Yeah. Oh God. Be quiet, sir. Oh, shut up, yo hag. Yeah. I wish I could do a Cockney
Right.
accent. That'd be great. An old English grandma like Monty Python. Gosh, I just don't have the time to perfect it, but that'd be the best because that's the best accent ever. That and a hard Scottish accent. Those are like insane. But anyway, yeah, crazy rockers. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. We'll keep you informed. Boom, bada bing. Pretty buzzed right now, Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Cha-ching. In any case, yeah, we'll see what goes on this week because there's always something new going on. We got Rob Zombie. I think I mentioned that with Marilyn Manson. He's still catching crap about that. So we'll see what else comes our way, concert wise. Uh, Thinking about doing a music cruise, one of the music cruises, Doc. That'd be fucking crazy cool. You
What you think
know,
I'm going on one?
I'm looking into it, but
Really?
I could actually afford it. Shit, man, that'd be wild. 'Cause I don't fly. The problem is I don't fly.
Yeah.
No, never. I've flown once in my life, and that was all right. But after that, I said, nah. I like my feet planted firmly on terra
Yeah, I
firma.
don't enjoy it. I'll do it, but yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
crazy about it.
yeah. But yeah, we'll see what goes on. But anyway, back to the show. We'll see what goes on this week, and we'll get with you next week. Take us home, brother.
Yeah, I've like I said, great stories this week, and they just kept coming in. Lots of them kind of with loose ends, man. Let's see if some of them get tied up. Let's see what Arnel, if he's sticking around with Journey, or who's playing Ozzy, or just a lot of stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah, it
so
was a crazy day, crazy
we'll
time
see.
for a crazy week, man. I tell you.
Yeah, we'll see if Bret Michaels brings down his fee, or says why his fee is so high, or what's. I mean, like I said, I bet we'll hear more on these stories. So
We
if you
got
want
to,
to
man.
find out, join us next week.
Ooh,
Same
buddy.
geezer time, same geezer channel. But yeah, thanks everybody for checking in. Greatly appreciate it. See you next week. Have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.